I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Heroes Wanted. Tonight, we are rejoining the party. They have been through so much, no matter whether they've been here since, you know, months and months have passed in real game time, such as Lorithir and Nomen, uh, or merely a few months, such as Quillan, or even just the last few weeks, like Lothar. The things that have transpired from losing Soggy to confronting Visanthus on at least two occasions, having his undead knights come and attack you, dealing with the Manigal that was the woman you tried to rescue, and well, we all know how that went. And so with all of this, you know, weighing on you guys after the confrontation with the Visanthus giant bat form, and then going and defeating the Mimic House that gave you the items that you now find in your inventories. And as you are, equipping yourselves and thinking about this, Quillan, you bend down to find a scroll case covered in odd gems. They're not particularly valuable per se, but they just have this like blown glass kind of, quality to them, like marbles or something that just makes them pretty and unique and all of that. But as you look at this scroll case, you realize that this is in fact no scroll case at all. It is some kind of lens or, you know, telescope of some kind, but like no telescope that you've ever seen. Not that you've seen many, not being a seafarer to begin with, but you're not
Yeah,
wholly uneducated. You understand what a telescope is, and so it
indeed.
it looks kind of like what you would think a telescope would look like, but again, it's got these weird gemstone blown glass marble things all on the side, and then the lens itself is very, very strange.
What happens if I look through it?
Well, do you look through it?
Polan sort of holds the telescope sort of like in his hands, thinking about like trying to peek through it. Like his eye tries to inch towards it, but he sort of is reluctant, and he sort of looks to the others and says, "Dear friends, I have found a curious artifact on person," and he shows the eyeglass.
Yeah, yeah. Quillan doesn't want to look through it, so he offers it to you guys to see if you want to.
No, like Qualan is like seeing if anyone else knows what it is.
Have we ever seen anything like it?
Well, you can roll an Arcana check to, see if you would know anything about it from like history, Lorithir. Just, being an elf and all of that, you might know something about this because it's not like a one-time unique thing. Nah,
That's a negative.
yeah, you're not sure.
What of you, Cass? You are pretty knowledgeable about these magical items.
Oh yeah, not Noman. Cass, Lady Cass.
I like how the pronunciation keeps evolving.
Oh, Crass. Oh yeah.
It's class.
Cress.
Yes,
sorry.
like that. No,
Sorry.
I just had to laugh. Anyway, what?
Well, Cress, I was wondering if you know anything about this. And I show her the eyeglass.
Given some time, I could look it over, but looking at it now, it's just a night.
damn
Server
it.
drop?
Damn it.
You have like a full crash or something?
No, I was trying to clear Noman off of my screen.
Did you like kick me or something?
Yeah, I wanted Noman cleared off of my screen because it clutters up the top of my thing.
Okay. Oh my god. Technical difficulties, lads.
I cleared you from Noman before I did that too. Like I made sure you didn't own Noman just to make sure that didn't happen.
That's a little funny, I gotta say. All right, I'm getting back into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So paraphrasingly, the gist was like I could inspect an item and identify it. It takes 10 minutes, but and learn about it quickly. But other than that, no.
Thought I muted myself. Apparently, I left the voice chat. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Qualan sort of like just sort of holds it in his hand. And let me see if I have identified the spell on my person.
The effect is comparable to identify. That's what I mean. I can identify an item by, being with it for 10 minutes.
So what she meant to say was, yes, she can tell you what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were looking for something more substantial than just what the magic item is and knowledge of its properties, because, yeah, I can give you that. Easy, real easy.
Oh, understood. Uh,
What else would he want?
Yes.
I don't know, but the thing is, anyone can identify a magic item by meditating on it for an hour, so there's nothing special about being able to do it faster.
I would imagine it
specific-
would.
I looked into the rules surrounding that when I went to write the power, and it's like there are no DCs for identifying items because everyone can do it for free. So, no, I can't give you anything more than you would learn by meditating on the item. I'll just do it faster, if that's a concern. I can get it done in 10 minutes.
That if you can do it, if you can identify this faster, then I'll gladly share it with you.
Yes, wonderful. And that, Cress will just kind of sit down on the ground and put out a hand for the item.
As you attune, well, not attune in the mechanic sense, but as
Just identify.
as you vibe with the magic item in order to, start to identify it, it starts to twist and turn in your hands almost like on its own, autonomously. And suddenly light comes out of it and casts a kaleidoscopic pattern all around that looks like a multicolored disco ball just shooting party lights everywhere. You finally, get the information through the magical means of the mysteries of the mechanics of this game. And you understand that this is a kaleidoscope of scrying that will show you any one noun that you are, wanting to see, whether it's a person, place, or thing. You can view it through this kaleidoscope.
Like, does it accept a noun as like a power word or something? Like I could say cherries and use it to look at cherries?
No, it's got to be a specific noun.
Keep in mind that won't work with me because the magic item I have.
What's that?
Nova has a amulet of protection against scrying, so it wouldn't work if you tried to view Nova right now.
Ah, yes. Okay, so if I named a specific thing, it would allow me to look at that specific thing.
Correct. Like if you were to say, the cherry tree in old Farmer Johnson's yard, you could do that,
Ah, I see.
So, after that, do you tell Koan of that?
Yes, Kless gives a, how should I say, rather secretarial overview of the items and its functions.
So, if I were to, so it helps us see, in a way.
Yes, in a sense. Though useful for more than that.
And Kolan sort of like putting his hand out to get the
Kleist will give it back.
yeah. And Kolan gracefully accepts it and puts it back in his bag, and he looks to the others and says, "What have you found?"
Well, if I recognize it correctly, this stone figurine, and I hold up a little sort of craggy rock carving, roughly man-shaped, but the proportions are not like a human. They're big and blocky. This statue, when I set it on the ground, will summon an earth elemental to aid us.
Qualan, sort of lifting his eyebrow, says, You mean from the plane of stone? That is
In-
certainly impressive.
Indeed, and it should be useful.
Qualan then turns to Lothar and says, What have you found?
None of your business. No. Lothar, you there? Brawler, are you talking? We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Brawler. Still can't hear you. Maybe your mic is muted?
Oh, no problem. So yeah, let's just move on. He'll get his mic situation figured out.
Okay,
He
swap
can
it.
come back.
Okay, then let's swap it to the other to Chris.
What? Well, what is Qualan like? You're just going around asking everybody what they found?
Yes.
Are you like trying to share the loot, or I'm trying to get your in character motivation here.
He's more or less trying to understand the whole like situation with like everyone's sort of like collection of magic items.
To what end?
So to better understand what we have on person, like what sort of what it allows us to get to the abilities that we have collected.
That's some metagame thinking.
No,
Is curiosity an acceptable answer?
yeah, curiosity. That's the man.
I'm just there's been a lot of
I'm-
metagaming.
I know. I'm not trying to metagame. I'm trying to like. Qualan just is sort of curious. Like, I'm curious on like how it might help. That's what the matter is.
I mean, I can definitely understand trying to figure out if you've found anything useful, but like, you're literally holding on to the thing that you guys were wanting, which was a way to like find Soggy and everything. So
Fine. How would? I mean, we know where Soggy is, in a jar, being carried by Qualan.
But what I mean is, you can find anything related to this now. You had said you wanted to look for possible other fragments of Sunstone, which I don't even know, if that's still part of the plan with that, or if you wanted to go looking for Visanthus, or if you wanted to, do whatever. Now you have the means to like identify and find where to go.
Yes, actually, it's kind of a strikingly useful item for a variety of reasons. It would even contribute to my personal side quest.
I can tell you that I got a rock.
I don't know what I got. I forgot to research an item all week, and then I shot an Addy a message like 10 minutes before session, and he didn't respond.
I said look in your thing right away at the start of the session.
You did? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I said
I must not
you
have been
guys
listening.
have the items that you'll find in your inventories.
That's
I think I
fucking
may be the only
mint.
one exempt from not being able to ask if that's acceptable. I literally can't see my sheets.
Yeah.
So whatever you feel are ready, just let me know.
Mhm. But yeah, so anyway, the whole purpose of the kaleidoscope was to give you guys a clear path towards whatever you wanted to do, uh, next here.
Understood. Kulan just
We could
also
even
wants
use
to
that
know,
to
like,
find the Santos. But that's out of character speak, not in character.
Kulan is also just very curious, just trying to bring up chatter. I'm sorry if that sounds confusing.
Oh, I'm not confused. It's all good.
So Kulan sort of turning to Cress, saying, well, this kaleidoscope will certainly be helpful in finding certain items and such. Is something wrong?
No, I'm just making sure that my connection is good here.
Well,
My my connection died for a moment. I fucking lost everything. I am clear now, right?
Yeah, sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was super weird. I just realized that fucking everything went dead quiet. I looked up, my computer was giving me my little fucking no internet symbol. Anyway, so what's happening? What's going on?
we're talking about what we have found in the pile of the that was produced by the Mimic House.
Ah, I see. Well, so the thing I'm going to relay is, I'm not telling.
Alon sort of nervously looks at that, sort of notices the silence and sort of like, it's not something dangerous, is it?
Um, I wouldn't be interested in it if it wasn't. It's very dangerous and also very interesting.
Okay. Kulan sort of like squints his eyes a bit and then sort of like sits down onto the nearest stone and says, I suppose now we'll set up camp here.
Hey, brawler, now I can hear you.
Oh, whoa.
It's
That's really
quiet though.
quiet. Yeah.
No, very quiet.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes, much better.
That was really strange. Okay, let me log back in. I'm coming in.
Yep.
His output volume might be really low.
Okay, I'm in.
Alrighty.
So I have no idea where we're at. We were just getting our weapons or whatever.
Yeah,
We were
all the magic
we were
items, and then
also
Kualan was asking everybody what they got.
yeah, sort of like a magic show and tell.
So do you describe it, DM, or do you need me to?
Well, you find a axe that is covered in what looks like rust, but upon closer inspection, it is a patina of dried blood so thick that it is like permanently etched onto the axe.
Sweet. Fits my personality.
Quillan sort of looks at the axe and just sort of
Actually, I was just thinking. Now you say rusted. A rusted weapon might not be so bad when we're constantly dealing with vampires. Stab him with a rusted weapon and bam, hit. Enjoy the lockjaw.
Yeah, except for it's not actually rust. It just looks like it because it's such thick, crusted, dried blood.
No, I got that. I mean, like, if it was rusted, what I mean, I'm just joking around.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Quillan sort of looks at the blade, and it's just he sort of just feels like a wave of nausea come over him and says, "Well, that certainly is a barbaric-looking weapon."
Aye, looks like it needs more blood to be decorated on it.
Okay. Quillan just sort of shakes his head and says, "Unless
That is
anything
a
else."
very brutal looking weapon.
We'll find out.
Quillan just sort of sits down and starts preparing camp.
Right by the body of the dead mimic?
I mean, you did say this sort of like encampment, this sort of place is good for hiding.
It is, yeah.
So Quillan sort of looks over to the body and says, "Should we move the body?"
It's a house sized mimic.
Or we could just move away.
But Quillan sort of looks around and says, "This entrenchment is good for hiding. And who knows? Maybe this could help us prevent from midnight attacks."
I think we should use Lorthier to find another camp. He does a good job.
All right. Maybe I'll find another mimic.
Yeah. I mean, I hope
I meant,
I hope that the reward was worth the little bit of screw job of rolling a nat 20 for finding a good camp and finding a mimic, but like you did get a bountiful harvest from it.
Yeah, no, it worked out.
I just was just talking about like being safe here.
And yes, as a added bonus, I did confirm that it is in fact safe here. I was just pointing out you are directly next to the body of the mimic.
And there's room for us to camp, but not be right on it.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're not like sleeping on the mimic, but we are talking about the deflated body of a blobfish type creature. Once a mimic is killed, it kind of like turns into a invertebrate type of thing, and it's the size of a house and just kind of laying out there. Now it's nighttime, so it's not cooking in the sun, but it's still probably going to have, some kind of presence to it, regardless. I'm
Well,
not
I would
saying
like.
that it's nauseating you. I'm just pointing out that there is a mimic in the room.
It is worth noting, however, that since it is an aberration and aberrations taste like boiled boot heel even after being cooked, the stench will probably keep predators away, maybe insects too.
Yeah, there you go. You guys should make cloaks out of it. Wear the body of this mimic. It looks like Lorthier has already dipped out to go. You guys are still talking about whether you should be here. Lorthier's already gone and found another spot. This time, he looks to his elven heritage, something that he is neither overly boastful about nor ashamed of, and he takes to the trees and finds a hardy oak tree with a 3-branch split that creates a perfect little nest. And here in this part of the hills, the trees can grow for hundreds of years. And so this one is big enough for all of your companions to kind of prop themselves up against the back of the what essentially is 3 trunks of this tree, and then just sit on the center part in the middle, and you guys have a nice little base camp.
I'll return to the group and inform them of what I have found.
Good job, Lorthier. Let's go over there and eat and rest and celebrate our new wares.
Everyone else coming with us?
I'll fly on over.
Is that a literal, like you're flying?
Yeah, I kind of like taking wing at night. It's therapeutic.
And creepy. You watch as Crest flies like a beetle through the air towards your little tree fort.
Man, it's gonna be like it would be way creepier if I was like holding something like a scythe or even a broom or something. I don't know.
She's a witch!
May we burn her?
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Alright, so set up camp in the safety of this very large tree.
Yes, and you guys get your rest on.
Lothar snuggles next to Kulon and starts snoring in his ear.
Wow.
Wow, like that's really great. Owen Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I will take the first watch, or first and second watches, and then for the third, fourth watches, I'll be meditating.
Okay.
I'll take the third.
Someone cover the fourth watch. someone? Fourth watch? Anyone?
I mean, I'll be up. I don't sleep. So,
Then that's an easy yes, right?
yeah, I'll be there. I'll just like stop doing poetry around that time.
Good work.
Well-
Thanks for your contribution.
I guess I shouldn't take the third watch then, right?
It's just, I'm not going to be sleeping regardless. So the only reason to take watches is if you don't trust Crest to do them. Which, fair point.
I can't hear Quillan now, and he said that he was speaking up.
Yeah, I can't hear him either.
Oh,
He's deafened and muted.
oh yeah. Hmm.
And I see your circle light up, but I can't hear you.
That's what was happening to me. My mic was
Hello?
on.
Now we can hear you. Or I can hear you anyway.
Oh boy. I said I would do fourth watch, and when you all just went silent and you went on, I was confused.
Yeah, sorry, couldn't hear you.
Yeah, no one could hear you. I definitely didn't hear you.
Alrighty then, so Quillan will take fourth watch.
Excellent.
Let's sleep.
So yeah, so you guys all rest. And then you awaken in the morning in the tree. What do you do?
Lorthier gathers his things, what little there is, travels light. And as the sun rises, he has a brief religious interlude, just thanking his higher being for another day in the world, and then helps anybody else who needs assistance getting ready to travel. But do we have a destination in mind right now? Do we know where we're going?
Well, for one, isn't Sage going to? Isn't Sage said she's going to do her uh what is it called?
Divine intervention.
Divine intervention. Is that correct? So Quillan sort of says, well, it all depends on where we need to go.
And I think we've found that we have the tools we need to defeat Visanthus. We were unlucky in the order and the manner of their deployment in our last engagement with him, but with a little more foresight, I think the next time we meet with him, it will end very poorly for him.
Quillan's just sort of like, it's just contemplative, and as he pulls out the kaleidoscope and mutters the word revival. That's a noun, right?
No.
I mean, it might be. There might be a person or a place.
Okay,
named
fair.
Revival,
Fair.
it may not. That person may not have the power of revival.
Yeah, a noun is any person, place, or thing.
And if I remember, revival is a noun.
No.
Revival is either a person, place, or thing.
Revival is a thing. If
No,
I'm correct.
you are not.
So
Revival is a verb.
It's a verb. Correct.
it says it's a noun.
It's the act of reviving. Therefore, it is a action verb. I don't know why it would say noun, but like there it doesn't matter anyway because it still has to be a specific noun. As I covered before, cherry doesn't work. Cherry is a noun, but it's not gonna just what do you want it to do? Show you every cherry in the world at once?
I assumed it would just show me the closest cherry.
No. No.
Right. So
This shows you something specific.
okay. So scratch that. So Gulan sort of looks at the hourglass and at the kaleidoscope and
Yeah,
says, "I just wish there was a way." And then looks to the ashes of Saki. He then, sort of like out of curiosity to test out this thing and also a sort of pessimistic hope, he looks through the kaleidoscope and says, "Soggy."
Okay. Okay. Um Also, I think that is my new favorite oxymoron. Pessimistic hope. I love it. So, as you look through the kaleidoscope, you see a shadowy figure trapped between the veil between worlds. The Shadowfell, where the Raven Queen sits on her ebony throne judging souls, apparently will not let his soul pass, and so it is trapped in the Shadowfell.
Balan, sort of seeing this, just becomes even more depressed as he sort of sees this thing happen and looks to the others and says, "Sagi's soul is not at rest. It's more like
I have an important paper draft. Do you think you can find? Do you think you can find Taylor with that?
Balan sort of like looks to the hourglass and says, "I'll try." Balan uses the hourglass once again and says, "Paylor."
Roll a wisdom save. All right. So as the our now you got me saying it. As the kaleidoscope uh twists and turns, suddenly it explodes in a bright light so blinding that Quillan, you almost like lose your eyesight. You are blinded for the rest of the day, but you will not be blind forever.
Polan just sort of like holding his eyes tight and says, "Oh,
Well,
that was a terrible idea."
I'm not done yet. So, as you pull the kaleidoscope away from your eye, it suddenly like bursts into pieces on the ground, and is nothing but shards of the kaleidoscope that it was.
Polan just looks to, just sort of holding his eyes, says, "That was a poor choice, indeed."
I'll say.
Heavens! I am so sorry. I did not expect such a thing would happen. I will cast Lesser Restoration on him.
And
I am
his
so
eyesight
sorry.
is restored as Nova's healing hand touches you. You can feel like a soothing of your eyes that were burning. Like if you've ever had a burn and you run cold water over it, that's what it feels like.
Graces to you.
Wow. That could have gone better.
This guy's always getting himself into trouble.
So now with the now with the hor with the kaleidoscope destroyed, I assume we are going to need to do something different.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys, watch as Quillan's eyesight comes back and he's able to like see what happened, and he points out that the kaleidoscope is busted. So what do we do now? So what do you guys suggest? What's the goal?
I'm gonna sweep up the fragments of the kaleidoscope.
Well, you can roll perception check to try and like find as many of them as possible. But I mean, it shattered into a bunch of pieces, and you're not going to be able to just sweep it up because you don't have like fine brooms and everything. This is medieval times, so yeah. So why do you have advantage on that?
My glasses.
Oh, so yeah, you get some bigger pieces and a few of the shattered bits, but it's definitely not like salvageable or anything like that.
God, I'm absolutely crestfallen. I had a feeling in my gut that was gonna go poorly. Fuck me. I should have fucking just jumped out of my seat and said something.
Like I said, I can cast Mending on it, but that won't restore its magic.
Yeah, we're out an important strategic resource. Fuck.
Well, while you guys are blinding each other, I'm gonna go get us some food.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Well, it's unfortunate that this powerful magical item is broken. But I have good news. Taylor is not lost.
Well,
Oh.
that is certainly a comforting thought.
Yes, wonderful.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Quillan describes what he saw, then Nova can confirm that that is exactly what it should be like to have looked at Paylor. So
Yeah. Qualan sort of looks over and says, "Should we maybe try and go to a nearby town?"
Yes, I could use the alcohol. Ugh.
I do need some resupply as well.
Maybe while we're there, we can talk to them about certain rumors and such.
I can use an ale.
Mm.
Well, that being said, it's time for the daily intervention attempt.
We
I
already
will.
did that. You rolled a 50.
Oh.
All right, so on the map, you guys can see that you are approximately here.
The map hasn't loaded for me. It's just black.
Hold
Same
on.
here.
There we go.
So, the closest city is Hesperium.
Isparnum.
I'm gonna roll a history check to see if I know anything about it. Is that alright, DM?
Sure. All you know is that all of these Caledonian cities are, you know, ancient. They've been here for a long time.
Does anyone else want to make a history check or have any other sort of suggestions?
I think we get moving. Get on our way.
Going there is the only thing that'll get us there.
You guys want to go to Isparnum?
Not particularly, but it'll do.
Do they have ale?
Well, I want to make sure that you understand the distance here. Like, that's a week to 2 weeks minimum just to get there.
So, where's the closest city then?
Well, those are the closest cities. You know, you're kind of equidistant almost from Vine Run, Ansium, Victoli, Isparnum, and Camulilin, Leolin. But all of them are, you know, a fortnight away or more if in the case of Vine Run, since you got to make your way through the forests and hills, which you're still having to make your way through the forests and hills just to get out of here, although at least you're closer to the edge than the middle.
That is going to be tricky.
Well, and I mean, if that's 2 weeks, that's 2 weeks away. Really, I mean, the reason we're out here in the first place is to find and end Vasanthus, right? So perhaps we focus on that task.
Are the storms still around, or do we see
Yes.
anything?
Well, I know of a way we can end him. As much as I don't really want to, but it is clear that he is a monster without recourse, and no matter how many times he has been offered forgiveness, he has slapped it away. And though this might be dangerous, there is something that we can obtain that we already know of. Not the amulet that he was wearing. He was being entirely weak against it. There is the Arcadius blade.
And the without his amulet, the method that that killed Soggy would work against him as well. Is that right? Combination of sunlight and being reduced to
Quillan just sort
The
of
edge of
like
death.
cringes at the thought of it and just sort of like decides to ignore the conversation altogether.
And I'm sorry, my friend. I don't mean to bring up a sensitive topic, but one thing that we did learn from that is that the edge of death and sunlight combined are enough to defeat a vampire. So perhaps we put that method into use against Vasanthus.
Are the storms still out?
Yes.
So what does it look like it's coming from anywhere? What do we?
No, it's just as horizon or horizon, so you can't tell where it's coming from. It's just covering everything.
It's still morning, right?
Yes.
I think we search for some place to stay in the interim, because the nearest city is too far away.
Is the tree we're in providing shelter?
Yeah, I mean, it's not
No,
a house with four walls, but it keeps some of the rain. When it does rain, it's not constant downpour like before when Soggy was still alive, but it still rains. And so if it's just a drizzle, it's actually pretty dry. If it comes down a little harder, there's still some dry spots. But yeah.
friends, I think that we have traveled quite a lot. We've seen our fair share of danger and have accomplished much good, as well as thwarted much evil. Look at us. Our clothes are torn, and I'm sure our feet are blistered from weary of travel. I don't know about you, but I would definitely like a little time off. I say, unless anybody else objects, that we should return to the temple and enjoy ourselves for a few days before heading out again.
I mean, we're a long way from the temple, right?
Oh, yeah. The temple is way up there by Iru Moria.
So, I mean, weeks upon weeks of travel.
So, if Isparnum is 2 weeks away,
Well, I'm not 100% sure what the plan will be. I will say that if we do want to get the Arcadius blade, we have to go there. Though, not a rush. We could go somewhere else, and I didn't know that we were that far away. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Says Quillan just sort of looks to Nova and says, That might be a bad idea, considering the fact that he might just steal it and use his magic to corrupt it again.
Thing breath vial does not come with a risk.
We should just pick something and start moving. So we're standing here now.
Juan, just sort of looking to the east, says, "Well, I just prefer the nearest town."
I'm fine with that. It'll take us a few days, but we can get going in that direction.
And it may be that our foe comes to us in the meantime. So I'm okay with that plan as well.
I get this terrible premonition that when we show up to that town, there'll be something waiting for us.
Well, what could be worse than the hordes of the body snatchers that we encountered?
Something that actually kills you?
I have lived a long time, Quolan, and while I'm sure there are many lessons I failed to learn, one lesson I did learn is that it's rarely a good idea to ask, how could it be worse?
Class at that is going to snap a finger and go like, that's a good wisdom. Ugh.
But whatever obstacles we encounter, we will overcome. Because whatever other option is there? So let's press on then to Esparnum.
I'm pretty sure the other option is the obstacles overcome you.
That is the one Cress analyzed. Is the thing that would be worse is the thing that kills you.
Well, then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, and
So long as
it exits
light
your problem.
and so long as the light and hope is on our sides, as long as light is on our sides and we have hope in our hearts, we will overcome any obstacle.
Yes, but only pessimistic hope is allowed from now on.
I have zero hope. I had a major mood boost when that fucking kaleidoscope became a thing, and it was immediately taken away.
Hey, I didn't make you guys try to view a god.
I know that, but like I was sitting there rubbing my hands together, going like, it's all coming up Millhouse, and then fucking dies. And I'm just like, oh fuck.
No, I get where you're coming from with that, but like, there is no way anyone could ever accuse me of having predicted that you guys would try to view a god.
I get that, but now I need to get my own personal scrying mirror just so I can go on my side quest without interruption. Because, like, fuck me, I was not expecting that.
All right. Well, you guys, have a long way to travel, and I think it's pretty safe to say that we can go ahead and, push X to skip on some of the weary exposition of you guys walking and camping and Lorathir foraging and Quolan rotting away and just
Can I make some rolls to gather poison along the way?
from where?
The forest and shit.
What kind of forest do you think this is?
ones that things live in, and that there are things in it that you wouldn't want to eat.
Well,
And some of those things are poisonous.
yeah, but I mean, like, that doesn't mean that there's like massive amounts of poison. I just want to set your expectations up here that like you're not walking through an apothecary like picking out herbs and stuff to make specialized poisons. Like you're literally like looking around to see if there's poison berries or whatever. And so even if you roll exceptionally high, it's still going to be based on the terrain, like what exactly is available.
I know that, but the thing I'm pointing out is with the fact that I don't need to sleep and I can floop around, and we're doing like 2 weeks of travel, that I'm gonna have over 100 hours of free time I could spend looking.
Yeah, I just am pointing out that even though like a berry or a mushroom or whatever might be poisonous, like it might not be the type or potency or whatever that you need for what you would need.
Yeah, I know. I mean, hey, I am a poisoner with the poisoner's kit. I can refine things after all.
Oh,
I just
absolutely.
need ingredients.
Absolutely. I just don't want you to have unrealistic expectations and think that just because you rolled a 20 that you get to seduce the dragon,
I don't think this is seducing a dragon. All right,
This isn't quite seducing the dragon levels of stuff, but you get what I'm saying.
All right. So, bring it.
Saying just because you roll a 20, you don't get purple worm poison or something,
Well, there aren't purple worms out here. So what was it? You want
Well,
me to
there-
roll survival first?
Yeah. Well, there could be. I mean, if you want, we can throw some purple worms in here. What do you guys say?
Okay,
No.
if there could be, then maybe he finds them. So what's your point then?
Anyway, so I rolled a 12. 12 times 14, however that shakes out.
12 times 14.
I have for like 2 weeks of travel.
Oh no, we're not. This isn't the whole 2
I'm-
weeks. This is.
I'm aware.
Okay. Yeah, this is just a couple days. And no, that was a joke about purple worm is a tough encounter. There are definitely no purple worms like out here.
The
worm
only
is
point I
a-
was making is that you were like, "Oh, well, you're not going to find anything useful," and then you were like a purple worm, you wouldn't find that. And then you were like, "Oh, well, you could find a purple worm. How about that? How do you feel about that?" Like, well, make up your mind.
No, I was more like being like, unless you guys want there to be purple worms,
Yeah, and
I kill some purple worms.
that and whatever mushrooms he finds, it's all up to you. So
Yeah.
you tell us.
Yeah, well, he does, find a few bits and pieces of stuff, but it's mostly just keeping your kit like stocked with the basics. It's not giving you anything like special if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, if I can produce more basic potent poison, it's whatever. It would be nice to just get some more cool specialty poisons. Because technically,
One should be able to seduce a dragon, even if the original intention was to not seduce the dragon.
what?
So like, I don't know, it's like I try to juggle in front of the dragon. All right, nat 20. The dragon is now in love with you.
That would be interesting and probably slightly more organic, because I feel like your chances of seducing a dragon by accident are more likely than your chances of seducing one on purpose. But also, that's a really fucking weird conversation. Anyway, yeah, if I'm stocking more basic materials, basic poisons, then whatever.
Yeah, well, you're at least able to keep it stocked, and that's what you're able to do.
Okay.
So eventually, you guys have to sleep each night. And this is one such night where you guys end up having to sleep. And although it definitely appears as though that's like a whole cave back there, it's really just more of like a little bit of a rocky ledge that you can kind of like huddle under. And that's the area that Lorithir has managed to secure for you guys on this night's rest.
Are you gonna be okay with me casting divine intervention every day
What?
with this travel? You gonna be okay with me casting divine intervention every day? Because like as we
You
travel,
you you can keep casting it, but like I need to like once again reiterate that like what happens is going to be dependent on what's going on with everything, and it's not like, oh, we rolled an odd, so now like automatically Paylor comes and resurrects Soggy or something like that. Like it just doesn't work that way. So I'll roll for every day. I have no problem with that. But depending on what happens, it's not going to just like
Lower your expectations.
thank you. Yes.
I'm not trying to force it, but I just know that as we travel, as the days go more quickly as we travel, it's going to be a much higher chance than one day at a time. You know what I mean? I'll just let you know that because I don't know what will happen if I ever do roll 10 on it.
Right. All right. So we're gonna do 1 week. There we go. All right. So with 1 week left to go, you guys have managed to find this rocky outcropping to rest on for the night.
This rocky outcropping looks suspiciously like the troll.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
I mean, we've covered that. There's only so many maps in the world that, look good for various things, so
I will cover the first two watches again.
I'll cover the third again.
I'll cover the fourth again.
Okay, and I'll just find a place up high where I can look out over our camp and make sure nothing's creeping up on us.
okay. So I'm turning off token lock so you guys, can feel free to kind of position yourselves. Nova, I'm going to put you up into the rocky outcropping because you're the cleric, so you should clearly be, you know, protected the most.
I'm hiding in a tree.
All right. So as first watch ends, second watch begins. The first two watches lead you to the witching hour. Lorithir, your watches are ending. It is the witching hour, but you cannot see the moon at its zenith because of the clouds everywhere. But you feel a chill in the air. The stench of 50,000 tombs. Roll for perception. You see the slightest movement coming from the edge of your vision. You know instantly from the chill on the fine elven hairs on the back of your neck to the stench in the air, to the almost, eerie silence of the forest. Even with the storms and everything, you still hear crickets and frogs and all of that, but everything has just gone quiet, just like the last time that you guys were beset by the vampires. And so, with that, what do you do?
So I saw movement, but it wasn't enough to have a target.
Not yet. Right. You're just being able to prepare.
Got it. Then I will silently step back and just, with a hand on Quilon's shoulder, shake him awake. A hand on Lothar's shoulder, shake him awake. We
Alon
have
just sort of wakes up suddenly and
and a
just sort of
finger
hears-
across my lips as your eyes open, and I quietly say, "We have company. Prepare yourselves for a fight."
Alon nods and slowly lifts up his weapon.
I
And he's going to
Let's get
prepare
ready.
to cast. He's going to prepare to cast. He's preparing to cast Moonbeam.
Well, you can't do that until it's your turn. So
Understood.
what was that, Lothar?
No, I was just saying, hey, we're getting ready.
Yep. All right. So you guys are able to roll initiative. Anyone who's asleep is going to roll at disadvantage, so that would be Nova.
High stealth is a part of initiative.
Oh wait, does Crest sleep? Yeah, Crest sleeps, right?
No, I
No?
said that like 5 times this session.
Well, whatever.
It's okay.
I got other
okay.
stuff going on here. I got vampires to deal with. Well, wait, no, that's you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody uh gathers themselves, and suddenly one of the vampire spawn comes streaking out of the cover of the darkness and clouds and woods and hills, and appears to the east of where your location is, and with their 30-foot movement goes right here and then attacks Lorithir. No, 19. I'm gonna go ahead and grapple you, and yeah, I'll bite you right away. Oh, hold on 1 second. I have to give you those hit points back because I did not enter that correctly. Okay. Now. Perfect. All right. Your life force is drained from you as the vampire spawn sinks its fangs in. Your maximum hit points have been reduced by 7? The next vampire spawn appears. And gets to here. Attacking Lorithir. And again. Oh, Lorithir, even with the other vampire just all up on you and biting you, you manage to fend off the second vampire with your elven warrior skills. Oh, no, that only affects you if you're raging, Lothar.
Yeah, I know. I just added it now. If I rage,
Well, but you're not raging yet.
I know. So it's not gonna impact it, right?
No, it does as soon as you add it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it. Okay, I'll take it off.
And then the next one. Appears here and then goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Spider climb up 5, 6. Grabbing Quillan. And biting him. Reducing your maximum hit points by 3. And then this one does the same thing, but over here. Grabbing Lothar. This one also grabs you and then tries to bite you. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 8 as you feel your life force drained into the vampire. It is like being a battery sucked by high drain device just, you watch that little meter just drop bit by bit. Wow, did you guys like get anywhere near top initiative?
The answer is no. Most of the vampires go. I get to go, and then 3 more vampires go. Then the rest of the party goes, still dotted with more vampire turns.
Oh. Not good. Another one rushes up on Quillan. Slashing at him and biting at him. The other vampire comes in and slashes at you, Lothar. You can feel its claws ripping into you, and it's kind of like when a cat gets you to where you can just feel that there's something not right. It is instantly irritated and burning. Cress.
I gotta say, this is all quite intimidating. I almost don't want to run out there and get beaten to death because I know there are more vampires gonna come out. But yet I have a duty to the party. I guess I'll try and insert myself in a good position. Oh, the movement is unlocked. Blech, I have to pull up the ruler.
Here, yeah, I got it. There you go.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so then where is a good spot? Eddie, could I fly to 10 feet above the square and drop, accepting the fall damage?
Yes.
Okay. I put a D6 to me. Rolled high. Ugh. Okay. All right. Following that, I'm coming in from behind the vampire. It didn't see me coming in, right? Or do you want me to roll a new stealth?
You would have to roll stealth, yeah.
Okay. 25.
Oh, they can't roll that high, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I will. Will attempt to kill this. I will roll to hit them. Ayo!
A critical hit.
This is going to be a good opening attack. Because I'm attacking a target that is unaware of me, I will spend a charge to maim them. applying extra damage and the main, and we'll also attempt to flatten them with crushing pounce. They succeeded on that saving throw, so they're good. Yeah, so I whip out a neat fucking 28 damage for my opening attack, and I will hit them with the other. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, high damage roll. Okay. Yeah, that covers my turn.
The next vampire comes rushing out and flanks behind Lothar. Critically hitting you. I gain an action point, it says. I think that means I get an extra action?
Yep, a basic extra action.
Which I will use to attack. And the next one will close in on Cress. Two standard critical hits. Woo! You are moderately wounded as the vampire leaps up and slashes at you with its claws. And then it grabbles you. The next one is going to come up by Cress. That should not have been that attack, but it still missed, so it was not two bite attacks, but either way, the claw missed and the bite missed. Quillan.
These are the days I wish I knew what was an AoE attack and which one was a hit one single person attack, because Spirit Shroud is not an AoE attack.
You can just look at all of them and it'll tell you.
Boy, I must be a very heavy sleeper.
You're awake. Your initiative hasn't come up.
Okay. Please let me know.
Okay, so I guess Moonbeam.
Do you need help with targeting? Do you know who you can all target?
Yes, I'm trying to avoid hitting Lothar or Lorithir,
Yes.
so I can only hit 2.
Okay. Oh, they both fail. With the vampires grabbing onto you, Quillan, you raise your hand up to the sky and speaking a incantation to the ancients, a beam of moonlight strikes the vampires. Their skin kind of sizzles.
I imagine it's not very pleasant to them.
It's not a pretty sight. As the vampire drains your life, you fail to concentrate on your spell and the moonlight dissipates. You are not unconscious. I don't think so. I'm looking. No, you're just critically wounded. But you are on your last. Oh, wow, your literal last hit point. Lorithir.
And I'm grappled, right?
Yes.
Which I can't tell which one is applying grappled. Oh, Vampire Spawn is the one directly in front of me.
Yes.
Okay. We'll try to break free.
You struggle against the vampire's grapple, but their undead strength is too much for your simple elven frame to break free from.
Who are you calling simple?
And you actually had a way better like shot at breaking it. You just rolled that much worse.
Thanks.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to rub that in.
Yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, what?
You're fucked.
Yeah. That was my action. So, as a bonus action, I will. I mean, I don't have. There's nothing I can do. My movement's 0. I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Vampire spawn number 4 is gonna get up in some crest action.
Well, I gotta say, fellas, this looks fucking fucked.
Oh yeah, we're dead. That's. I mean, it's been fun, guys.
I'm to be
15
honest,
vampire spawn. Yeah.
Unless something goes down, I think I might try and cut on this one.
If somebody has light, throw it out. That's all I got to say. Nova?
Thank God I'm working with good AC here. It's sad that vampire got a snag in and now I'm grappled.
So,
Okay,
I'm gonna try to break my grapple here. I guess that's the only thing I can do.
when and if it becomes my turn,
Well,
what
I'm
do you
gonna
guys
rage.
think that
Hold on, Sage. You're up next. Let Lothar go real quick, and then.
I can rage as a bonus action, so I'll rage
Yep.
and
Now apply your totem and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to break grapple.
You burst free from the vampire spawn's grasp.
But I can't do anything else, right? I just broke the grapple.
Well, I wouldn't say anything else, but what are you trying to do?
I guess that's my turn. I can't attack or.
You
anything.
can't attack, right?
Yeah. So, yep, that's my turn.
Nova, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
See, I have options. I'm fresh, 99%, with the exception of Divine Intervention.
Yes.
I can go with Dawn, but that might kill all of you. I could try to heal you all.
Why would that kill us? Why would Dawn
Because
kill
Dawn
us?
just does damage.
Yeah, it does radiant damage. So unless you're immune to radiant, it's gonna hurt you.
I
The
thought
sun-
as a paladin I would be immune.
No.
I could attempt to intimidate them. I could cast Thaumaturgy, and I could use Radiant Soul.
This doesn't really seem like a.
Give me a minute or so, guys.
What was that, Lorithir? This doesn't seem like what? He means he has to go for a second, so we're free to talk for a second.
Oh right, no, I got it. I just the word cantrip escaped my brain for a minute. This doesn't seem like a cantrip situation, is what I was going to say.
Yeah, agreed. It's definitely time for Nova to Nova.
I mean, chances are I'm going to be grappled again next time. Right? There's 5 things attacking me. One of them's probably going to do it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like even bursting a grapple right now is kind of a thing. I'm lucky I might have an easy slip, but like this is so fucked. I was cagey about even getting involved in the fight. I just felt like if I'd even try to help, it would be consigning the party to lose. I was really thinking about leaving.
he can heal one turn and then
Okay.
try to do it next turn.
Hit-
I don't know.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my divine feature. I mean my whatever divine healing. The turn undead attempt thingy. Class ability.
Yes.
I'm gonna split 100 points evenly to everyone. So everyone should get 20 points.
Don't.
And then,
Can you distribute that in another way?
okay, what do you have in mind?
Well, Quolan has 1 hit point, so 49 of that could go to Quolan, and then Cress and Lothar's next lowest. Lothar could use 30 of it, and then Cress after that. I haven't taken much damage, but Quolan is literally at death's door, and Lothar's at half health.
Okay. Well, I guess make it so, as the card would say.
Okay.
And then I will use Mass Healing Word level 5.
So you can do both of those things in one turn because that just the first thing you were going to do, I think, will get us back up to like near full
Well,
health.
one is a standard action, and mass healing word is a bonus action.
Gotcha.
So,
So it can,
I want to be clear here. Preserve life says you get 5 times your level. That's 50 hit points.
it's 5 times my level. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about something else. My apologies. I'll split 50. I'll give 35 to Koalan, 15 to Lothar, and then mass healing word. Everybody. At
Okay.
level 5.
Okay. So just to be clear, right now you can give 24 to Qualon, and now he's at half.
Okay. 24 to Koalan.
And now you have
I mean to
26 left. And Lothar
okay.
can take 7.
Okay, and
So now
then
you have 19 left, and I'm just checking anyone else to see if they're below half. Lorithir, I'm. Oh, there you are. Yeah, no, you only took 7. Yeah, so nobody else is below half.
okay, so then yep, I guess that the rest of it will kind of just fizzle out, and then I'll use mass healing word level 5, and no, I have to do it has to be a bonus actually. So mass healing word level 5, and I will shout, the heroes of the light will never succumb.
Let's see. Mass healing word. Oh, I don't think I've added that one to your sheet yet. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
And ultimately, that will be my turn.
Yep. I just need 1 more second to get the spell. And that is 2d4 more. And then you also get a bonus equal to the spell's level to the healing, right?
Spell level +2.
Yeah. Okay. And then cast it. Oh, plus your spell casting ability modifier. Oops. Okay. So there's all the healing that Nova provides for you guys as she chants, and light kind of shines down on you temporarily through the dark, stormy clouds.
Here comes 2 and 3, lagging behind.
Yeah, they're the slowpokes.
They're probably like one's missing a foot and the one is just crawling on her knees.
I like that. Yeah, I definitely like that. One is missing a foot. This one is going to not be able to attack, but rushes up to get involved. And then the same with this one. In fact, rushes your cleric. Alright, vampire spawn number 1. I am still targeting Lorithir, who is still grappled, and I attempt to bite.
Wow, this is a gaggle of vampires.
I just keep draining your life bit by bit. I try to get in on some of that. We're just like all gathering around trying to drink you dry.
I believe the collective term for vampires is coven.
Yes.
Or house, according to Google. Coven or house are both accepted terms.
I think a coven is for witches.
It also is for vampires.
Yeah, some collective terms are reused. Kind of makes them
Yeah.
less useful, doesn't it?
Coven of vampires or coven of witches. Or
I
Yeah,
prefer
term.
to call vampires a house.
I will admit, I can't think of anything else that uses the collective term house.
Well, a house of vampires is a thing, but that's more of a lineage of vampires. But again, a house of vampires can also be a coven.
And now Lothar has broken free, so I try to grab him again. And I do.
Yeah, like all houses are covens, not all covens are houses.
I don't see how we're gonna get out of this unless Nova uses that AoE light effect. I mean, none of us are ever gonna be able to attack.
And none of us have an AoE like Dawn.
Well, you could just start hacking away at the vampires.
I can't. I'm grappled every time.
Grapple doesn't stop you from attacking.
It just sets your movement to 0.
Yeah, no, they're just holding on to you so you can't go anywhere. Just start hitting them. It's kind of useless to break the grapple. You need a special feat to like restrain someone you're grappling, but these vampires obviously aren't doing that. They're what are they? They're brawling grapplers because they're monster ability. No formal training.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
They're just swarming around you, Lothar, like mosquitoes on a cow.
Huh. Funny enough, there's a terminology for folks that are used to feed vampires. And it's similar to cattle.
Cress, you watch as the vampire spawns swarm your allies.
Well, I don't feel hopeless right now, so I'll continue trying to knock them down one by one. Hey, because I landed a crit, Maim gets to proc again. But after whipping out all that damage, that cover my turn.
The vampire spawn is beaten and bloodied and turns and hisses at you, no longer interested in drinking Quillan. It is going to attack you. But first, this one attacks Lothar. And then this one attacks you. Oh, advantage, forgot. And then this one attacks you. Quillan.
Okay, time to be a paladin. Whatever that is. Quillan, using his bonus action to Misty Step out of there. He knows when something is a bit testy, and this is one of them, and uses his attack to once again Moonbeam 5, 12, and 13.
Okay. So the light once again burns them and prevents them from regenerating, but some of them don't.
Yeah, but Quillan is sort of trying to make sure to to keep these vampires from regenerating.
Yeah.
And then he's going to move a bit of a safe distance so they don't charge him. Like this distance.
Vampire spawn number 12. No longer having Quillan there, turns to Lorithir. Lorithir.
Fending off the teeth and claws from the vampires I'm already engaged with, I say over my shoulder to vampire number 12, "My dance card is pretty full, friend. Perhaps when I'm finished with these, you and I can get to know one another."
It's a date.
And then I set down the stone figurine from my pocket on the ground in the empty space next to me.
Yes, you do. Sorry, I'm just getting it on there. I'm just getting it on. Oh man, it's big.
Yeah, and it can stomp all over the vampires.
It does too. So, you want it to just start attacking?
Yeah, I can give it just simple verbal commands, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll say attack the one between you and Cress and point at vampire spawn number 13.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
You guys watch as his tiny stone figure grows to a giant, well, large, earth elemental that begins slamming the vampire spawn in between Cress and himself. And that's its turn. Vampire spawn number 4 is going to disengage from Cress and move by Quillan. Lothar.
Well, I guess I'll start targeting 6, because that's the only one multiple people can hit. And I'll start hacking away.
Oh, I like that blue.
Blood axe.
Did nothing.
You got a second shot. The vampire is moderately wounded as your axe hacks away at it, but you can tell that it's not as effective as it would be against a living creature.
And I'll use my second wind as a bonus action.
Yeah, absolutely. You steady yourself and prepare to, re-engage after beating the vampire back a little bit.
I think I rolled twice by accident.
Oops, yeah, you did. I got it. There you go.
Do I have to roll again?
No.
Okay.
Nova, it is once again your turn. A vampire has rushed up on you, and the rest are all gathered in front of your outcropping around all of your allies.
sanctuary on myself. Sanctuary! Then I will go Radiant Soul, and I will fly towards the most center point area of the group and hover 15 feet in the air. I will then shout, I will summon the spirits of light to help us. Please gather upon me. And
Also, you were cut out there, DM.
I wasn't talking.
yeah, so I'm going to go Radiant Soul. I'm going to fly towards the centermost area of where everyone is, and I will shout that everyone should basically come near me, and state that I will pray for the spirits of light to assist us. I'm going to be casting a high level, I'm going to cast the 5th level Spirit Guardians on my next turn. Okay. And I recommend that we start focusing our attacks on singular targets. So we take one out and then we move to the next one, and then take one out and then we move to the next one. Because otherwise, we're going to be taking 15 attacks per turn, and then some potentially. With Spirit Guardians, regardless of whether or not they make their saves, they will take damage so long as they're in my aura, and they will not be able to heal as a result. And they'll take more damage. Does anybody disagree with this plan?
Well, we can't focus them because they're not all of us can reach whatever one we wanted to focus. Cress is on the outside, Quilon's on the outside, I'm in the middle. So I don't see a way to focus. We need AoE is what we need.
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like the AOE that I'm about to offer, right, is a really, really good one. And it won't damage anyone. I'm also going to be able to stay out of their range, so they won't break my concentration, most likely. And we'll be able to do significant damage to them on their own turns, so long as they come near me. And if I'm near you, then they'll just be taking damage trying to fight you. And they won't be able to really heal. That's my suggestion. I don't know about you guys, but unless that, either we start doing something smart or we run. But that's going to be... I'm going to go ahead and use my staff and use a charge to cast Mass Healing Word.
To cast what?
Mass Healing Word.
Got you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my idea. Don't know if you guys have another one, but that's what I suggest. That we start trying to make... We need to converge onto each other so that we can, one, stop taking attacks of opportunity, advantage attacks from being, surrounded, and two, we actually start applying some real significant damage on singular targets to lower the amount of attacks they have per turn.
So once again, Nova heals you guys, but the vampire spawn are irrepressible scamps who have a single-minded focus. And vampire spawn number 2 is going to attack Lothar. And vampire spawn number 3 will move down and attack Cress.
Ah. Ow.
Vampire spawn number 1 bites Lorthier. Critically draining your life. You feel yourself, getting heavily damaged. It's really weird. Why does it say you're healthy? Oh, because of your max. It just keeps reducing your max, and so it says you're healthy even though like you're clearly well below your maximum fighting capacity.
Right.
Hey, you're still managing to fend some of them off. Vampire spawn number 8 turns on (14) attacks Lothar. (10) attacks Lothar. (13). Where's 13? Ah, right there. Attacks Cress. For being grappled and surrounded, you guys are doing alright with some of these attacks.
Yeah.
7 attacks Lothar. No, 19. 6 attacks Lorthier. Cress.
Well, it's time to do my good deed for the day. I feel like this vampire's ticket's about to be punched. Ayo. Ayo. Just continuing on. Hey, get in that free accidental coup de grace.
Well, any of the vampires hit by the moonlight, such as 13, instantly just die when you reduce them to 0.
Oh, okay. Damn, I wasted a crit. So that vampire was dead before I was able to make my second attack.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to attack someone else.
Yes.
Okay. Ha. Damn. Now I'm not. Now I'm not so easy for easy targets. Hum. I guess I'll just start rotating and. That's not who I'm targeting. I'm trying to target Vampire 3 and it keeps targeting 4.
Okay. Here. There.
Thank you.
The vampire spawn is lightly wounded as you strike it. Alright, number 11.
Down to 14. Go team.
Yeah. At this rate, it'll only take you 45 rounds. No, 19. Lothar, you are not feeling very well. Your hit point maximum and current is not looking so great. Quillan.
Uh, isn't she also supposed to like get hit by the moonbeam?
Who, what, how, what?
5.
What about it?
It has the on her turn make a save or take
Oh yeah,
damage.
why didn't it do that? That's weird. Hold on, let me try to get this to work. Hmm. 1 second.
I'll do it manually.
Yeah.
Could you roll a con save? Because I keep clicking it and nothing happens.
What do you mean? Should just work when you do the moonbeam. Yeah, like that. There you go. Yeah, I succeeded. So that means that I don't even have to save anymore. Alright. Now what? And thank you for catching that. I didn't even see that it didn't automatically do that.
Okay, so I wish I could throw this vampire number 4. But I'll just hit her with my pike. Well, that went face first.
Yeah. All right, number 12 is going to stop attacking Lorithir and attack the Earth Elemental. Lorithir.
I mean, I guess I'll attack the one. I'll draw my sword and attack the one that Lothar was hitting. Well, one still has me grappled.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'll attack 6. Why does that say -5?
Don't know. I don't see any. Oh, sharpshooter.
Oh, right, which doesn't work on
Yeah.
melee attacks. So I'll turn that off.
Actually, I can fix that for you too. I'm gonna turn it off and then I'm gonna fix it right away. It'll only ever do it on ranged ever again.
Got it.
Didn't realize that wasn't set for only ranged.
So that 18 hits.
Yes. All right, you can reapply sharpshooter whenever you want, and it'll only ever apply to ranged again.
Got it. Let's see. The Earth Elemental just gets its 2 attacks, right? It doesn't. There isn't anything else it does. So,
Correct.
and none of the ones around it are injured. So I will tell it to attack spawn number 8 next to Cress. Hopefully, Cress can help knock that one down.
All right. So yeah, he is gonna target number 8. Ooh, that's some good damage. Vampire spawn number 4 attacks Quillan. And then tries to bite him. You manage to maintain your concentration, but you still feel your life force slipping away. Lothar, you are on your last leg.
They all have advantage on me, right?
Yes, because you're grappled.
Yeah. Alright, I can't do anything else but swing away.
Nova, it is once again your turn.
Okay. Obviously, I gotta do something about Lothar here. I will descend upon Lothar, and I will cast Cure Wounds level 5 using. Damn, Cure Wounds level 4. Yeah. It's a bad situation, guys, because we're gonna be yo-yoing. If we don't change something, we're just gonna be yo-yoing this whole fight until I eventually run out of healing.
Just cast that AoE thing.
All right. No problem. I'll cast level 5. Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Is there what's near me?
Well, you said you were like how far in the air? So nothing.
Well, 15 feet. 30 feet.
Right. So nothing is within 15 feet of you.
Okay. I'll get. I'll descend. Still have movement. And I'm assuming that since I cast Cure Wounds, which is a touch spell. Oh no. I mean, yeah. Am I near? So I'm so sorry. Everything I need is right here. Yeah. So I'm gonna. I will get as close to Lothar as I can, and I will cast level 5 Spirit Guard.
Okay. So you are going to be 5 feet up. And so
Nova, you should ride the Earth Elemental like a mount.
Smoke with you.
so normally you would get all of them, but now you're 5 feet up, so that shrinks it by 1 ring. All right.
You putting the trunk away? And unless you guys think there's anything else I could do, it's gonna be my turn. Which fun little quick fact, I just had to play healer in real life as my coworker. Just burned the ever living crap out of his hands.
Oh shit!
That sucks.
If you, I don't know. Do you have a bonus action left? Because Lothar is on the edge of death.
I have a bonus action, but I can't cast any leveled spells.
Gotcha.
So you can only cast one leveled spell per turn, regardless of that. See, that's the thing is, I wanted to heal him originally, and he was like, "No, just go with the AOE."
Yeah.
All right, so
I mean,
a bunch of them take a bunch of damage, but you know, it's not the nuke that Dawn would be.
well, yeah. I mean, if I use Dawn, I would just kill Lothar.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
I have Undying though. I mean, I can. If you kill me, I can reduce back to 1 hit point. That's why I was saying to use it.
Okay. Well, I was not aware of that.
It's
already done now.
Yeah, it's done. So, Vampire Spawn number 2 is going to make their save. Oh wait, no, they don't have it applied. Never mind. Some of them are okay already because they already made their save. So Vampire Spawn number 2 instead just attacks Lothar. Missing. Number 3 attacks Cress. I mean, again, you know, these guys are rolling with advantage on all of these. You guys are really getting pretty lucky, really.
Yeah, I don't see any way out of this.
Just keep ripping and tearing, and maybe the work will be done.
I'll be dead.
Vampire Spawn number 1, who's had their mitts on Lorthier this whole battle, continues to try to drain the elf of his life.
Yeah, I really don't know what to do. This is kind of a lot for us to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, we do our best, and then roll new characters.
Yeah, I think it's.
I thought you guys would all pull back, let Nova cast Dawn, and like drive them off.
Pull back. They all went first.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, I
All
could still
15
cast
is
Dawn.
All of them.
I have
like,
one
went
level
first.
5 spell slot left. The only one I haven't, the only 5th level spell that I cast was this Spirit Guardians. The other spell that I cast earlier was from my staff. So, I mean, I could still cast Dawn, but again, I don't know how I can do this without like murdering half the team.
you also use both your 5th level slots.
I mean, no.
Yeah. 5th level Spirit Guardians and 5th level Cure Mass Wounds.
Well, if
That
we're
was
all
from my
gonna die,
staff.
yeah, let's just skip
I
it.
made it quite clear that was a staff from before. I don't understand.
You're not coming through clearly then when you're saying these things, because all I heard was 5th level Cure Mass Wounds.
Yeah, I never used Cure Mass Wounds.
You most certainly did use Cure Mass Wounds.
No, I used Cure Mass Healing Word
Oh,
because I couldn't even use
that's
healing,
my
mass.
that's my bad with the labels of the spells. Mass healing
All right.
word.
Well, I'll leave the choice up to you. Nothing,
Oh,
no heart broken here.
I'll
'Cause
spend your point from your staff. I'm just making it clear that like I did not hear that, or I wouldn't be saying that you didn't have your spell slot. You know.
just say we'll just chalk it up to a miscommunication, and
Yeah.
We
Hey,
really need to have that spell slot with the. We need that dawn on.
that's what we're talking
every.
about, Hazard. Hazard. That's what we're talking about right now.
Okay,
Yeah, we're talking about that right now.
understood. Just sorry.
no, it's all good.
You're fine.
And again, you know, if I didn't hear when you said that, like I apologize. It's just sometimes hard to
Yeah,
hear you.
because you got to remember before the first thing I did was I used damn, I can't believe I'm forgetting the general term that's used for the cleric ability. It's like turn on dead attempts.
Channel divinity.
Yeah, channel divinity. Channel divinity is an action. I can't then use a spell that's an action, which mass cure wounds is. So I could use mass healing word.
Oh. No, yeah, Matt, yeah, I know. I told you already. It was my bad on the uh, title of the
You know,
spells, but I knew.
that's fine. You know, mistakes they happen.
No, well, what I'm saying is it was still a 5th level slot. I wasn't worried about, you know, that. Anyway, the vampire spawn critically drains your life crest, and you can feel yourself at the precipice. Anyway, the point of all of that was that you still have your slot. I apologize if I didn't hear you. It is just sometimes very hard to hear. And I drain Lothar. There's nobody else around to attack.
I mean, I'm literally right next to him. But
No, you're up in the air. Lothar is dying as the vampire drains him down past 0. But did I hear you say you had something for that?
I have
I mean,
reckless, re- relentless endurance. It's choose to regain 1 hit point instead of dying.
When you are reduced to 0 but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. You can't use this again until long rest. Correct. So I assume you choose to drop to 1 hit point?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna die again, but might as well.
Okay. And then next is number 10. Number 10 attacks Lorithir. Number 7 is going to attack Lothar. Lothar drops once again. Vampire spawn number 6.
they are taking damage from Spirit Guardians, right, on their turn?
The ones that failed their save at first, which, oh, that's spawn number 10. I gotta do him real quick.
Remember, even if they succeed on their save, they still take damage. So they just don't lose any ability to move. and they just don't take maximum. You guys still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah.
I dropped my phone. Yeah, very tiny puddle.
Oh yeah, you're right. They take half as much on a successful save. Got it. All right. So let me quickly do this for him. I mean, it's not going to be enough to kill him either way, but it at least shut down his regeneration. And then number 7 and number 6. All right. And then number 6 attacks Lorithir. Oh, shit. I hope
I wouldn't say
I
shit.
hope this hits. There we go. All right. I rolled the damage before I rolled the attack. It was an accident. So he hits you, draining your life. Lorithir, you are now on the precipice, just like Lothar was before. You know that any of these next hits might be your last.
What are you talking about? I'm at max health. 14 out of 14.
Yeah, right. You're good to go.
Which vampire is grabbing me?
That would be number whatever, the one down from you. 5.
5. Yeah,
Yes.
5. Fuck
Did you
it,
just
miss.
say, okay, which one of y'all kicked me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try and get the fuck out of here. This grapple. What was that? Athletics.
It's on your sheet under actions, break grapple.
Hmm.
You have to
I
target
see.
the one grappling you and then double click break grapple.
I want to use inspiration on this.
Okay,
So I click advantage before I do it.
you do.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh, why didn't it?
Oh, thank fuck.
Oh, it did. Oh, okay. I only rolled once. I didn't see yours roll.
Okay. So, how sheer is this cliff face here?
It's not see through at all.
Sheer.
Yeah, the sheer has double meanings. It's different in different places, but right where you are, it's pretty much like over 45 degrees,
Okay. How high up is it?
like 15 feet.
Okay, I'm just diving for that. I understand I take opportunities, but I think it's gonna make it harder for them to grab and hold me if I'm diving the cliff, especially because I'm made of metal.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna expend 5 feet of movement to walk off the side.
No, 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 19. You ain't going anywhere.
I am fucking livid. Oh my god, this is so fucking lame.
Hey, you get back here.
Ah, fuck me. Vampire Spawn 3. You fucking... I should drag their ass off the cliff with them standing on that edge
Do any
precariously.
of you?
Actually, if you spend your other, do you have one more inspiration point? If you spend,
No.
oh, that was your only one. Oh,
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
who's
only had
talking.
one.
Because
You
I
only
can't
gave
hear
me
them.
one.
I was going to.
Can I get inspiration for the mimic shitting me out?
No, you know what? I'm gonna let it happen anyway. As the vampire spawn grabs onto you, roll an opposed grapple check with them. Try to grapple them. If you grab onto them, you will pull them down with you rather than them holding you up.
Okay. Oh my god.
What? No,
They,
grapple. What are you doing?
what? The grapple thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to use... Oh, okay.
Who's talking? I can't hear anyone. I can hear you, DM, but I can't hear anyone else.
Bad data. You didn't hear him?
No, I can't hear bad data like at
I'd
all.
have to roll to
Like I hear
grapple.
like
Let me
I
take
think I'm hearing like the feedback of somebody else's mic. Like
Okay, well, hold on. We're in the
picking
middle.
up.
We're in the middle of a turn, so hold on. I'm taking the grapple off of you now. Go ahead and try. There you go. All right. So now you and the vampire spawn go tumbling down the cliff, but you are equally grappled together. So neither of you has a upper hand on this. You're just both grabbing onto each other and being like, "Let go of my hair," and she's like, "You let go of my hair first," and
Okay, great. God, I felt so completely boned by that situation for a split second. Alright, at least no one's rolling with advantage anymore. Thank God. I'm fucked up.
Does anybody have any ideas on how we can get them to focus on me?
I have no clue. Aren't you, like, not an appealing target right now and also flying?
Yep.
That would, that might do something. Like, if you were on the ground getting hit, they might try to focus you.
But is that really a good idea?
I don't know if that's a good idea. I was just answering the question I was asked.
The only other thing I can
I was
think of doing
asking
is
Nova
using
if
it.
it was a good idea.
Okay.
The only other thing I can think of is use turn on dead attempt.
Yeah.
And if I do that, then I won't be able to heal. If they fail. And there's a good chance there's 15 of them there, more or less.
Oh my god. This is so
So what were you saying, Lois? What do you think about me using turn on?
Well, I mean, if it... So, I'm sorry to say this. Jesus Christ.
Sage.
Yeah.
That's really loud, man.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, there's no noise around me at all.
It's banging, like
Pots and something.
yeah.
I muted myself.
Okay, that one actually really hurt. So I'm turning you down.
Was I still making that noise? Because I muted myself.
No, and for when you were muted, no. But right before you muted, yes.
Um, I'm sorry, Brawler. I don't like to leave you lying there surrounded by vampire spawn. Feels like a failure on our part, but if we can extricate ourselves from this and escape, I think we should try to do that. But I don't. I mean, it's really, if that's even possible. I mean, who knows? But if we stay here, we die. I think that's certain.
Just why couldn't you use Dawn?
Well, that wasn't like. Look, when I said that that's what I thought was going to happen, the initiative. Nobody could predict that that's how that would have gone down. Normally, Lorithir rolls like a 97 initiative, and everything's all good, and you guys have a chance to react and do everything. It didn't happen this time, So it's not like somebody didn't do something. This is just.
No, I could just give a straight up answer to that. Here it is. Nova's a pacifist. She is a healer. Her main focus is healing. She tries to abstain from violence as long as humanly possible unless there is no other alternative. And then, even then, only against either undead or constructs. She is not just going to go into a fight and then just go, okay, here's a nuke. Sorry, friends.
All right, I disengage and move here. I do not. I attack the Earth Elemental. Oh, he resists all of this too? Oh, stupid Earth Elementals. And number 5 is actually outside of your thing, so I just attack the Earth Elemental. Quillan.
Well, might as well continue fighting the good fight.
Oh, with your Wrathful Smite cast on your blade, you attack the vampire spawn, but it is just a very resilient monster, and it seems as though it's going to take more than one swing to chop this tree down. Oh.
It wasn't to chop, it was to frighten.
Well, it appears as though this paladin has more than just brute strength up his sleeve.
Yes, he also got wisdom in that
In his sleeve.
Yeah. All right. And vampire spawn number 12 is outside of your zone and just attacks the earth elemental. Lorathier.
Let's try this again.
Hey, you successfully break free from the vampire spawn's grapple.
And then I will. Whoa, what the? I will disengage as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And Scarper.
You got full health. Where are you going?
Trying to keep it that way.
Yeah. Well, the earth elemental, without you there to command him, just starts stomping all of the vampires at random.
I mean, the one I told him to attack is still alive.
Oh yeah, he's gonna continue that one. I'm just like giving you the general gist of how this goes down, you know.
Hey, DM,
Gotcha.
I just
Yes.
remembered this, and I want to make sure it's not forgotten. You
Sure.
have been applying the additional damage that Radiant Soul gives, correct?
No. I will have to do that.
If I'm not mistaken, it's like my level.
Yeah. 10 extra damage to everyone. Everyone who's had a turn that took the damage.
Sorry, I just want to make sure that's there because it could make the difference.
Good. I think that's everyone. Apologize if not. Oh no, one more. Okay, so yeah, if I missed anyone, it's my bad, but I tried. So
It's fine. It's hard to keep track of everything.
yeah, no, especially like this is why I don't like playing PCs. Yeah. Not that I'm, you know, like you know what I'm saying, like.
Yes.
You're playing it, but like I still gotta like track everything, which is just like, you know,
Additional
more,
thing.
yeah, more stuff that I can fuck up then. Yeah.
And remember, she is frightened.
Yes. But
She
in 5th edition, frightened is like different.
Yeah, and Brighton's not like she's gonna run away. Brighton means that she's just gonna be like taking a disadvantage from attacking you, and if she's so shaken is the first one, but if she's straight up frightened, she's just probably gonna be not trying to attack you.
Yeah. She has
But
disadvantage.
that also doesn't mean that she can't.
She has
It doesn't mean she can't attack
disadvantage
anybody else.
and cannot willingly move closer to you. So if she was already moved away from you, she couldn't willingly move closer to you. But since she's already
Yeah.
right up on you, you know.
See, that's not the same as terrified, which means she just books it, and she has no choice. She has to book it.
And so now she
Sorry.
has. No, don't be sorry. It's good because she would have advantage on this attack, but because you've given her disadvantage on her attack, now it's just a regular attack. Oh, why did?
Hey, don't apologize. You did damage
it
and
did
drop the
roll it.
attack economy
It,
at the
it
enemy.
still rolled disadvantage. Damn it! I should have clicked advantage. I have to do this again. All right, there we go. And it misses. So there you go. You got exactly what you wanted out of that.
Fantastico.
Yes.
My
However,
suggestion, Hazard, is roll intimidate against her. She's already frightened.
now Lothar, as you lay there dying, you fail a death save, so you are truly dying as you begin to feel your life force like slip away, and your breath becomes ragged. You're semi-conscious, but not enough to like act or do anything. You're incapacitated, but you can still see and all of that, a little bit of what's going on around you. Nova, it is your turn.
All right, give me 1 second because I need to look up something on my my race. Yeah, there we go, right there.
And sorry, I know we're running just a little bit over, but I really feel like we're hitting a point where something's going to happen here. So I want to end it on either a good cliffhanger or like the actual end of the battle. And I think we can get there in just a few more clicks.
I grab Lothar and attempt to ascend upwards.
Okay. So let's go ahead and first give you a strength check. All right, so you managed to lift him up, but now the other. Oh no, they don't get a attack of opportunity for force movement. So, all right, you grab Lothar and fly up with him.
I will use my racial ability, Healing Hands, and instantly give him 10 HP.
He has 10 HP and is slowly coming back to conscious thought.
I will say to Lothar, I was worried I was going to lose you there, my friend. I am happy that I got to you in time.
What's going on?
They almost killed you. We are still in the middle of battle.
Well, let me get back at him.
I think for the moment, you'll need to restore.
Thank you, my friend.
It's my pleasure and honor. And it's going to be my turn.
All right. And then so this is exactly what I was hoping for. I figured that... Oh, can you mute yourself, Sage, please?
Why are you fucking yelling at me? Sorry, guys. Give me a mute. I gotta mute myself. Sorry.
Yep, thank you. And so this is exactly what I was hoping for, because now, as you guys watch Nova with her angelic presence lifting Lothar into the air, you see the earth elemental going into a spinning, raging, berserker attack mode, and all of the vampire spawn are like leaping on it and attacking it and getting scattered like bowling pins. Cress, you and the vampire that you are grappling struggle for a moment before you backhand it with your heavy hand, and quickly get up and make your way south where Lorithir was heading. And Quillan, using your intimidating presence, you manage to get the vampire off of you, and pointing your sword at it, you say,
Away with you, lest you return to the dirt.
and the vampire cowers from your paladin might, and all of you make your way into the night, beaten.
Beaten, bloodied?
Yes.
Not me, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're at full hit points.
Full hit points.
So,
14 out of 14.
so that is where we draw to a close for this session of Heroes Wanted. I want to thank you guys for playing through this torturous session. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good
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 gaming.
gaming.